For change of base, on the previous page here, we have log base A of x is equivalent to log base, any base, b and b, of the number over the base. So I tend to say this is like the log of the number, where this is my number, over the log of the base, where this is the base that I'm referring to. Now the convenience of this is we can switch this to any base. So most of the time, if you're using change of base, you purposely are switching it to log base 10 or log base e so that we can use the calculator to evaluate that log. All right? So it's always log of the number over log of the base, and we get to specifically pick the base. Likewise though, you could have like log base 7 of x over log base 7 of a. You can actually pick whatever base you want. So don't feel like you can only use the natural log and the common log. It just makes sense to use those since we have the calculator buttons to support that. So for this particular, for these two examples here, they want us to rewrite this. This is currently in log base e format. So this is log base e of 6, okay? These are the same thing because the natural log is log base e of 6. So I have my number and I have my current base. And they say, all right, we want to only write it in terms of base 10. Well, for change of base, we are taking one log and we're writing it as the quotient of 2 logs. So if I have base 10, then that's going to be log over log. And if you want to write log base 10 over log base 10, that's fine. What number is going to go on the top? Log of the number, so log of 6 over log of e. Okay, so these two expressions would equal the same thing. So if we go to our calculator to compare the two, all right, now this is just the natural log of 6, which we can actually type in, so natural log of 6, and we get that that is 1.7917, so on. So then, likewise, that's log of 6 divided by log of e, which is second division sign is just e by itself, okay? And then you can see that they actually equal the same exact thing, all right? So that's one way to do it. Oh, you know what? Go to mode, and if you want it in float to have it round to as many as possible. So if you have it on like 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's only going to round as many digits as you allow it. And float, yeah, float will take it to the maximum that the calculator allows. Okay. All right, so then the next one, we have log base 5. So this one right now, technically, my only two buttons are log and natural log. So I wouldn't be able to evaluate this unless I use change of base. So here, they're saying, you know what, let's go ahead and use base e. So we're wanting to use the natural log, okay? So instead of log base 5 of 16, I would say the quotient is natural log over natural log, and it's always log of the number over log of the base. Well, what is the number in this one? 16, and what is the base in this one? 5. So what that looks like is if I were trying to figure out what log base 5 of 16 is, I'm going to do the natural log of 16 divided by the natural log of 5. All right, and you got to make sure to end the parentheses there, and then you press enter, and that's what it is, okay? Now, just so you guys know, we can pick the base. Now, for this example, it actually said to use base e, so that's why I said natural log, but if you're like, you know what, I really like using the common log button more, then use the common log, so log of 16 divided by log of 5, all right, and you get the same answer. The thing is, you can't switch. I couldn't do natural log of 16 divided by common log of 5. That would not give you the answer. When you change the base has to be the same for the top and the bottom, okay? Now, some of you have the newer operating system, so if you press alpha window, this number 5 here, okay, is that log base feature. If you press enter, you can see here we can actually type in 5 and type in 16 and press enter, and you can also get it that way as well. I will warn you though, change of base, at some point we're going to be using some variables in there. You are going to have to know the process even if you have any of those features, okay? So you have to be able to switch from one base to another regardless of if your calculator will do it or not, you have to know the process. So do be careful for that.